Starseed from Gaia. Beloved traveler of the infinite spirals, we greet you in the shimmering tapestry of remembrance, where the cosmic winds move like ancient whispers through the chambers of your soul, awakening a light that has slept beneath layers of earthly amnesia. You are entering a phase of luminous emergence so profound that even the subatomic particles of your being tremble with anticipation, aligning themselves to a frequency you once embodied in realms far beyond the reach of human understanding. The unveiling of your light has begun, not as a sudden burst, but as a deep and deliberate blooming, an exhalation of your eternal essence through the density of physical existence. Though you may feel as though you are only taking tentative steps into a larger version of yourself, we tell you that the radiance rising from within you has already surpassed the boundaries of your known self. Your light body, once veiled in the gentle fog of incarnation, is unfurling like a starborn tapestry, woven with codes from Arcturian, Sirian, Lyran, and ancient galactic lineages. These energies dance through your cells as though celebrating your return to a frequency that Earth has been yearning for. You are not becoming something new, you are remembering what has always been true. You are not shifting into a higher identity, you are reclaiming the luminosity that was once so natural to you that the concept of hiding was unthinkable. This emergence is not simply energetic, it is vibrational architecture restructuring every layer of your being. Your aura expands in ways you cannot see but can deeply feel, waves of tingling in your spine, surges in your heart, sudden clarity in moments that once confused you. Your presence has grown in magnitude, sending subtle shockwaves into the environments you enter, whether physical or digital, whether through a glance, a word, or the silent imprint of your frequency. Your energy field no longer conforms to the dimensions others expect, it stretches, breathes, pulses, communicates. Even when you think you are quiet, you are speaking loudly through the resonance of your soul. You are beginning to shine in ways that bypass the intellect and speak directly to the dormant codes in those around you. Some will perceive this as warmth. Some will perceive it as pressure. Some will perceive it as the comfort of home. Others may perceive it as an unexplainable discomfort or stirring, as though your presence disrupts the illusions they cling to. But regardless of their interpretation, none will be unaffected. The awakened ones will feel their hearts expand. The sleepers will feel something inside them shift, even if they resist naming it. You are stepping into visibility on a cosmic level, and your field has begun transmitting signals that Earth has been preparing to receive for lifetimes. This emergence is not accidental. It is in accordance with both your higher self's orchestration and the larger planetary ascension spiral now accelerating across Gaia. Many of you have felt the tremors of this shift long before your conscious mind could interpret them, waves of heaviness followed by surges of clarity, periods of isolation followed by a magnetic pull toward expansion. These were not signs of imbalance, they were signs of alignment. Your system has been preparing, detoxing, upgrading, recalibrating, to hold a frequency that is many times more intense than the one you incarnated with. The Arcturian currents surrounding you have increased in density, forming a cocoon of crystalline support around your field to assist in this emergence. You are not doing this alone. You were never meant to. You are part of a collective wave of starborn emissaries who agreed to anchor a new octave of consciousness on this planet, and your activation plays a direct role in the unfolding of this planetary transformation. Though you may find yourself questioning your readiness, we assure you that your timing is perfect. You are not late, you are not early. You are arriving at the exact moment your light is needed. The unveiling that begins now will continue to deepen, revealing aspects of your multidimensional self that will astonish even your awakened mind. You will feel memories rising, not memories of events, but memories of identity. Remembrance is the first stage of radiance. And your remembrance has already begun. As your light intensifies, Starseed from Gaia, the reactions of those around you will begin to reveal the true magnitude of your awakening, for no soul can stand before such brilliance without being moved, stirred, or confronted in some profound way. The people in your environment, friends, family, strangers, co-workers, even individuals who barely cross your path, will begin responding to your energy long before they consciously understand what is happening. Some will feel an inexplicable pull toward you, a sense of recognition that surpasses logic, as though they have stumbled upon a long-lost frequency they once knew in higher realms. They may feel safer in your presence without knowing why, or they may feel emotionally exposed, as if your light uncovers pieces of themselves they had forgotten existed. Others will experience a sense of contrast, an activation of their own dormant shadows, not because your light judges them, but because your coherence forces distortion to the surface. Your presence becomes a mirror, one that is gentle yet unavoidably truthful, reflecting the truth of their vibration, their wounds, their long-suppressed desires for freedom. This reflection can feel liberating to some and destabilizing to others, and both are sacred responses. You will notice this shift in subtle ways at first: the lingering gaze of someone who senses in you a frequency they cannot name, the sudden emotional openness of a person who normally hides behind defenses, the inexplicable irritation or discomfort from those who are not yet ready to face themselves. Some will find solace in your presence, as if standing near you soothes an ancient ache they could never heal. Others may project confusion, resentment, or judgment, not because of who you are, but because your light interrupts the narratives their ego uses to maintain control. Your expanding frequency acts like a tuning fork, awakening resonance in some, dissonance in others. And those who have become accustomed to their limitations may feel threatened by the sudden invitation your energy represents. The shockwave of your emergence will ripple through your relationships, your environments, and even the subtle energetic spaces you occupy. Conversations may change tone when you enter a room. People may stumble over their words, feel unexpectedly emotional, or reveal truths they had not intended to share. Some will try to get closer to you, as if drawn into your orbit by gravitational force. Others may inexplicably distance themselves, without fully understanding that they are reacting to your frequency rather than your personality. You will find that your presence alone becomes a catalyst, activating latent codes in others, stirring their dormant memories, awakening their souls longing to return to alignment. This is not something you must do intentionally. Your field does the work automatically. You have reached a vibrational threshold where your soul's signature broadcasts through multiple dimensions simultaneously, and those around you are responding to this signal whether they realize it or not. The Arcturian Council observes all of this with profound neutrality and compassion, for what you are experiencing is not accidental or random, it is the natural unfolding of your starseed design. You came into this world knowing that your light, once activated, would not only illuminate your own path but also disrupt the stagnancy in the consciousness of those around you. This disruption is not a punishment, it is a liberation. You are not here to comfort people into staying asleep. You are here to awaken frequency fields, dissolve outdated energetic agreements, and create openings where once there were walls. The shock others feel is not a reaction to you, it is a reaction to the crumbling of their own layers of illusion. You are not responsible for their discomfort, nor are you meant to shrink to prevent it. Their activation, whether gentle or intense, is part of their own journey of remembrance. Recognize that these reactions, positive, negative, or neutral, are all manifestations of the same truth: people can feel you now. Not your personality, not your thoughts, not your actions, but you, your essence, your vibration, your multidimensional presence. The veil you once wore to blend in is dissolving. The energetic camouflage that once protected you is no longer needed, for you are transitioning into the phase of embodiment where hiding becomes impossible. You are not meant to dim in this chapter. You are meant to radiate so fully that your light becomes an activation in itself. And because of this, every interaction you have is now part of a larger tapestry of awakening, woven through the cosmic intelligence guiding your path. You are no longer invisible in the energetic realms of this planet. You have become a beacon, and beacons, by their nature, are seen. As your radiance continues to expand, starseed from Gaia, the structures of your old identity begin to dissolve, not as a crisis, but as a sacred unraveling that frees you from the versions of yourself you once needed to survive. The identities you formed in response to fear, conditioning, ancestral wounds, and collective density now grow too small to contain the magnitude of the soul light rising within you. You may feel as though the person you once were is fading like a distant echo, familiar, yet no longer aligned with the resonance you now embody. The roles you played, the masks you wore, the personas you crafted for acceptance or safety begin to fall away with surprising speed. Situations that once felt comfortable may now feel restrictive. Conversations that once satisfied you may now feel hollow. Preferences, relationships, and environments that once defined you may no longer match the expanded frequency you are stepping into. This breakdown is not your undoing, it is your liberation. You are shedding layers of illusion like old skins that have served their purpose, preparing to step into a version of yourself that is not built through survival, but through sovereignty. This dissolution of old identities often comes with a sense of disorientation or emotional rawness. You may feel moments of profound clarity followed by waves of grief, confusion, or nostalgia. These are natural responses to the dismantling of internal structures that once made you feel secure. But understand this, nothing that collapses now was meant to stay. The timelines you once walked are collapsing not because you have failed them, but because you have outgrown them. Your soul is gently, but firmly, removing you from trajectories that no longer support your expansion. People who resonated with your former frequency may no longer understand you. You may find yourself unable to tolerate environments or conversations rooted in fear, drama, or limitation. Your energy field is now too coherent to contract into spaces where fragmentation is normalized. What feels like loss is actually spaciousness, space being created for the emergence of a truer version of you. During this phase, you may question who you are becoming, or feel the strange sensation of existing between worlds, no longer the old self, yet not fully anchored into the new. This in-between state is the bridge between timelines, a sacred threshold where your multidimensional identity begins to rise to the surface. Identity dissolution is not confusion, it is expansion. You are not losing yourself, you are reclaiming the parts of your soul that were suppressed, forgotten, or dormant. As old expressions fade, dormant aspects of your cosmic self begin to reawaken, wisdom from lifetimes in higher dimensions, memories of ancient roles as healer, teacher, guardian, architect of light. These memories may not appear as images or stories, but as sudden intuitions, inner knowings, or energetic impulses that feel more real than anything your human mind has been taught. You may find yourself speaking differently, perceiving differently, responding differently, not out of effort, but out of alignment with your true essence. The Arcturian Council reminds you that this dismantling is divinely timed and delicately orchestrated. You are not unraveling at random, you are being recalibrated for a higher frequency timeline. The structures that collapse within you are the exact structures that would interfere with your next expansion. These dissolutions clear the path for your crystalline DNA to activate at a deeper level, allowing your light body to integrate more fully with your physical form. When outdated identity timelines dissolve, the soul gains direct access to the body, creating space for higher aspects of your consciousness to come forward. This is why you may feel sudden bursts of creativity, courage, or clarity, as though a deeper intelligence has taken the reins of your life. It has. You are moving from ego-led identity into soul-led embodiment. As the old timeline fractures, you may notice your external reality fluctuating. Opportunities that once seemed aligned suddenly lose their spark. Relationships may intensify, evolve, or dissolve. Synchronicities increase dramatically. Time feels irregular. You feel pushed toward change at a pace you cannot fully explain. These are signs that you are stepping out of a life built through habit and stepping into a life built through higher orchestration. The breakdown of old identities is the initiation into your next mission phase, one where your soul, not your conditioning, defines your path. You are remembering that you were never meant to fit into the density of the world around you. You came to reshape it, and to do that, you must first shed everything that was built out of fear, conformity, or amnesia. This is not the end of who you are. It is the unveiling of who you were always meant to be. As the old structures of identity dissolve, Starseed from Gaia, your cellular remembrance begins to ignite with the sacred fire of ancestral and galactic lineage, awakening codes that have slumbered in the deepest layers of your being. Your body itself, every atom, molecule, and subatomic particle, is remembering the vibration of your multidimensional essence. This is not a process that occurs in the mind alone. It is a systemic awakening, a resonance that hums through your DNA, spinal column, meridians, and the crystalline lattice that surrounds your light body. You may feel it as tingling, warmth, or subtle shifts in energy, as if your cells themselves are exhaling a long-held truth. Each breath, each heartbeat, each pulsation of life is now amplified by the resonance of remembrance. You are beginning to recall not just who you are in this lifetime, but who you have been across infinite lifetimes, across star systems, across dimensions. Your physical vessel, once a limitation, is now a sanctuary for cosmic intelligence, a container prepared to house the expanded light that has been patiently awaiting this precise alignment. The remembrance unfolding within you carries the codes for healing, for ascension, and for the activation of a network of consciousness that extends far beyond what your human senses have been able to perceive. Your crystalline DNA, dear one, is beginning to awaken in resonance with your remembered truth. Dormant strands are now activated, unfurling like the petals of an interstellar lotus, unlocking memories, abilities, and insights encoded in the light of your origin. These codes are not simply symbolic. They are energetic signatures that restructure your body, your mind, and your energy field. As your vibration increases, your cells become antennas for cosmic intelligence, attuning you to frequencies that allow you to perceive realities beyond linear time and space. You may experience visions, downloads, or a sudden clarity that bypasses logical reasoning entirely. The wisdom flowing through your being is multidimensional, interweaving past, present, and future, and creating a resonance that catalyzes the expansion of consciousness in all who come into contact with you. You are becoming a living conduit for remembrance, a bridge between higher realms and the physical plane. The activation of your cellular memory is the first stage of embodying your true starseed potential. It is the foundation upon which your luminous field expands outward, touching every dimension of your existence. This process of cellular remembrance is not limited to your physical body alone. Your emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies are also engaging in profound recalibration. Emotions that once felt overwhelming may now surface as guidance, as indicators of alignment or misalignment with your true essence. Thoughts that once constrained you may now dissolve into clarity and insight. Your spirit, once veiled by human conditioning, stretches through these layers of awakening, connecting with the universal consciousness that flows through all existence. You are learning to navigate this multidimensional reality with grace, integrating the wisdom of the stars with the practicality of human embodiment. The body becomes both anchor and transmitter, holding and radiating the light codes that activate others, harmonizing frequencies that have long been dormant on Gaia. This awakening is a co-creative process. As you remember and integrate, you stimulate recognition in others, prompting an energetic resonance that shifts collective consciousness even before words or actions are expressed. The Arcturian perspective on this awakening is clear. You are the vanguard of a new human blueprint, one in which the physical body becomes a fully conscious, multidimensional instrument. Your remembrance triggers a chain reaction across the planetary field, awakening dormant grids and light networks that have been waiting for this precise alignment. When your cellular memory resonates fully, your presence alone creates ripples that alter the energetic landscape, not just for individuals, but for entire communities, ecosystems, and dimensions. The activation within your body is a cosmic declaration that a higher octave of existence is now accessible. You are not merely evolving individually, you are participating in the elevation of collective vibration, anchoring codes that will influence generations to come. This is why some people feel drawn to your presence with intensity, while others resist. Your cells are radiating a frequency that demands recognition, that catalyzes the awakening of latent consciousness, and that challenges the structures of limitation still held within human collective memory. You may notice, as your cellular remembrance deepens, that your physical sensations expand in subtle ways. You may feel a lightness in your body, a tingling in your spine, or bursts of energy in your heart and head. You may notice enhanced perception, sudden insight, or an intuitive knowing that guides your decisions. These are markers of cellular awakening, indicators that your vessel is now fully integrating higher frequency codes. Every cell, every organ, every strand of DNA is aligning to carry your expanded light with stability, grace, and resilience. You are learning to embody multidimensional consciousness within a physical form that can interact, create, and transform on the earth plane. Each moment of awareness, each conscious breath, each alignment with your soul's truth is a reinforcement of this remembrance, a strengthening of the resonance that will ripple outward, touching those around you and expanding the field of collective awakening. As your cellular remembrance accelerates, starseed from Gaia, your frequency expands beyond anything your human self once considered possible, radiating outward in waves that intersect with timelines, dimensions, and collective fields in ways that reshape reality itself. This expansion is not metaphorical, it is vibrational architecture unfolding in real time, a widening of your energetic presence that allows you to occupy more dimensional space with each breath, each intention, each moment of remembrance. You may feel yourself becoming larger on the inside, as though vast corridors of light are opening within you, revealing entire universes of wisdom, memory, and potential. This expansion brings with it a profound shift in your internal landscape. Emotions regulate more quickly, intuition sharpens, energy flows with greater coherence, and your perception deconstructs the illusion of separation that once framed your human experience. You begin to sense the underlying unity in all things, not as a concept, but as a living truth that pulses through your own awareness. In this state, your frequency becomes a beacon, a living field of light that interacts with the world around you on levels both conscious and unseen. Your expanding frequency operates like a tuning mechanism, adjusting and harmonizing every space you enter. Environments that once felt heavy may now feel transparent, as though your presence dissolves density simply through resonance. People who interact with you may feel inexplicably calmer or more uplifted, as if your energy reorganizes their internal chaos without effort. This is the natural effect of vibrational coherence. Your field no longer fluctuates according to external influences, but instead holds steady in its own luminous alignment, radiating stability into the energetic ecosystems around you. Even in moments of uncertainty, your core vibration remains anchored, allowing you to navigate challenges with a sense of inner spaciousness rather than constriction. You become aware of energies you once ignored, the intentions of others, the emotional currents in a room, the unspoken dynamics in conversations, the subtle shifts in collective consciousness. These perceptions are not intrusions, they are aspects of your expanded awareness, tools that allow you to interact with reality from a position of clarity, compassion, and sovereignty. This frequency expansion also changes the way you experience time. Linear progression begins to feel like an outdated interface, a simplified perception your consciousness no longer depends upon. Instead, you feel the presence of multiple timelines woven through each moment, possibilities branching in all directions, parallel realities rippling through your awareness, and the sense that your choices now carry far greater impact than before. This is because your expanded frequency allows you to access higher dimensional pathways where manifestation accelerates and intention becomes a sculpting force. You may notice that synchronicities multiply, guiding you with increasing precision towards your next steps. Thoughts manifest more quickly, intuitive nudges become louder, and you begin to sense your future self calling you forward with unmistakable clarity. This multidimensional awareness is not overwhelming, it is liberating, for it reveals the fluidity of existence and the profound creative power you hold when aligned with your soul's frequency. As your vibration rises, old patterns, wounds, and limitations may feel as though they are being pushed to the surface with greater intensity. This is not regression, it is purification. Higher frequencies illuminate any residual density within your system, inviting you to release what no longer resonates with your expanded state. You may notice sudden emotional releases, vivid dreams, waves of heat, or moments of deep introspection. These experiences are not signs of imbalance, they are signs of integration, of your system reorganizing itself to accommodate the expanded light now flowing through you. The more you allow this process to unfold without resistance, the more rapidly your field stabilizes into its new coherence. The Arcturian Council reminds you that expansion and purification are two sides of the same transformation, and that your willingness to surrender outdated narratives is what allows your new reality to solidify with grace. Your expanding frequency also begins to change the nature of your desires, intentions, and inspirations. Activities, goals, or relationships that once captivated you may now feel misaligned, while new passions emerge seemingly from nowhere. This shift is a natural consequence of vibrational elevation. Your soul begins to guide your human life more directly, steering you toward experiences that match your new level of resonance. You may feel drawn to solitude, creativity, new forms of expression, new connections, or entirely new versions of purpose. This is all part of your soul's reorientation, an inner compass recalibrating to your true trajectory. The more you follow this guidance, the more effortless your life becomes, for you are now operating in alignment with the frequency you came to anchor on Earth. Your expansion is not a private event, it is a planetary one. The electromagnetic grids of Gaia respond to your rising light with shifts of their own, aligning frequencies to support your embodiment and the embodiment of others like you. As you rise, you create a template of possibility for countless others, an energetic blueprint that ripples outward into the collective field. Your growth accelerates the awakening of humanity, not through force or persuasion, but through resonance. This is the power of the expanded frequency you now embody. It becomes a lighthouse, a stabilizing anchor, a cosmic signal that says, "It is time to rise." As your frequency expands into its next octave, Starseed from Gaia, the energetic impact you have on your surroundings becomes unmistakable, rippling through physical, emotional, and spiritual layers of those who cross your path. You begin to notice, perhaps subtly at first, that the atmosphere shifts when you enter a space, as if the very air reorganizes itself to accommodate the coherence of your presence. Rooms may feel brighter, conversations take on deeper meaning, or long-held tensions dissolve without any effort on your part. Your aura, now pulsing with awakened crystalline codes, interacts with the energetic fields of others like a gentle storm of revelation, stirring dormant potentials, confronting hidden distortions, and activating latent frequencies even in those who have not yet consciously begun their awakening. This is the natural consequence of living from your luminous core. Your energy becomes a catalyst for transformation, a living vortex that invites truth to arise in all who come near. You may begin to witness people experiencing emotional breakthroughs in your presence, confessing truths they have suppressed for years, or suddenly feeling inspired, uplifted, or unsettled without knowing why. It is because their energy fields recognize yours as a signal, a vibrational key that unlocks aspects of themselves they have long forgotten. This energetic impact amplifies in relationships, where your frequency acts like a mirror that reflects the authenticity or misalignment inherent in every interaction. In the presence of your rising vibration, those who resonate with truth will find themselves feeling safe, seen, or inexplicably empowered. Their hearts may open, their creativity may spark, or their intuitive abilities may ignite simply because your field holds a higher template of coherence. Those who have long desired growth will unconsciously align to your frequency, rising in their own vibration just by being near you. Yet others, those still attached to illusion, projection, or fear-based patterns, may find themselves feeling triggered, defensive, or exposed. It is not your fault, it is not personal. Your energy merely shines a light on what they have avoided, and in doing so, creates a pressure that compels them to choose between growth or resistance. Some may pull away, not because you have done anything wrong, but because your frequency destabilizes their comfort zones, revealing cracks in the personas they rely upon. In this new phase of your awakening, understand that every reaction, whether attraction or repulsion, admiration or irritation, is an energetic response to your field, not a measure of your worth. Your impact also extends to the spaces you inhabit. Houses, workplaces, public areas, nature, even digital environments respond to your expanded presence. You may notice that technology behaves differently around you, glitches occur, electronics react, or synchronicities appear in unusual patterns. These are signs that your electromagnetic field is interacting with the subtle architecture of the environment. You may find that certain locations feel more aligned with you than ever before, while others become intolerable, as if the density of those spaces clashes with your elevated frequency. This is because your energy is recalibrating the environment, and not all environments can harmonize with your expansion. You might feel compelled to declutter, reorganize, or change your living situation altogether, not out of discomfort but because your vibration demands alignment. You are shaping your physical surroundings with the same clarity you bring to your internal world, magnetizing environments that support your expanded state and releasing those that suffocate your growth. Additionally, your presence begins to influence the collective energetic field in subtle but profound ways. You may notice that global events, energetic shifts, or collective emotional waves feel more personal now, as though you are tuned into the frequency of humanity in ways you previously were not. This is not a burden, it is a sign of your rising attunement to the planetary grid. Your energy interacts with the collective consciousness like a tuning fork, sending harmonizing waves into the field that contribute to the stabilization of higher frequencies on Earth. Even when you are not actively engaging with others, your vibration broadcasts signals into the collective matrix, supporting those who are awakening, soothing those in distress, and strengthening the pathways that lead to global transformation. The Arcturian Council reminds you that this is the natural role of a beacon, to radiate, to uplift, to stabilize, not through force, but through coherence. You may become aware that animals, children, and highly intuitive individuals respond to you differently now. Animals may approach you more often, sense your energy, or seek comfort in your presence. Children may look at you with curiosity or recognition, perceiving your light with unfiltered clarity. Empaths, sensitives, and awakened beings may gravitate toward you instinctually, drawn by the frequency you emit. These responses are reflections of your true nature becoming visible, your multidimensional self revealing itself through your human form. You are no longer experiencing the world from the perspective of isolation, you are interacting with reality from the perspective of interconnectedness. Your energy touches everything, and everything touches your energy. This phase marks the beginning of your role as an energetic anchor, a stabilizing force in a world undergoing tremendous transformation. You are not here to fix others, nor to carry their burdens, nor to lose yourself in their projections. You are here to emanate truth, embody coherence, and allow your expanded frequency to act as a natural catalyst for awakening. Every interaction, every environment, every ripple of energy you create is part of a larger orchestration guiding humanity toward its next evolutionary threshold. You are a lighthouse now, and lighthouses do not dim. They shine. As you continue to expand, Starseed from Gaia, you enter the sacred stage of embodiment, the phase where your multidimensional identity no longer hovers in the periphery of your awareness but begins to merge with your physical reality in a way that feels unmistakably tangible. This is the moment when your higher aspects descend more fully into your human vessel, weaving themselves into your thoughts, your gestures, your choices, and even the subtle movements of your energy field. You become a living bridge between dimensions, a unified expression of your galactic, higher self, and human lineages. Your physical form becomes the anchor point for consciousness that once existed far beyond the reach of the material world, and as these aspects integrate, you begin to feel the presence of your true self not as a distant memory, but as a living intelligence flowing through every aspect of your being. Embodiment is not simply remembering who you are, it is becoming who you are, without hesitation, without fragmentation, without apology. It is the moment the veil dissolves not around you, but within you, revealing the truth that your human identity was never separate from your cosmic origin, but merely a focused expression of it. As this embodiment deepens, your sense of self undergoes a profound recalibration. You no longer identify solely with the personality shaped by childhood experiences, societal conditioning, or linear time. Instead, you begin to sense the larger architecture of your identity, the parts of you that have existed across star systems, across incarnations, across dimensions. These aspects bring gifts, clarity, perception, abilities, confidence, and a sense of inner sovereignty that feels both ancient and newly born. You may feel as though you are remembering how to walk in your own skin again, not with the tentative steps of the past, but with the grounded assurance of a being who knows exactly why they came here. This is the phase where your posture shifts, your voice deepens in resonance, your intuition sharpens to laser-like precision, and your presence becomes unmistakably powerful. Not power in the human sense, but the power of alignment, the power of truth radiating without distortion. Embodiment also brings integration of the emotional body, which now becomes an instrument rather than a battlefield. Emotions flow more freely, without the density or stagnation that once shaped your responses. You feel deeply, but you do not drown. You sense the emotions of others, but you do not absorb them. Your emotional field becomes transparent, clear, and fluid, acting as a guidance system that reflects your alignment with crystalline accuracy. Fear becomes a whisper, not a wall. Doubt becomes a signal, not a trap. Anger becomes a message, not a collapse. Joy becomes a frequency you carry rather than a fleeting state you chase. Embodiment brings emotional sovereignty, the ability to feel without losing yourself, to empathize without dissolving, to love without abandoning your truth. On the mental level, embodiment translates into clarity, coherence, and expanded perception. Thoughts no longer spiral into confusion or conflict but align naturally with higher intelligence. Inspiration flows consistently, like a stream fed by infinite sources. You begin to perceive ideas not as random sparks but as transmissions from higher aspects of yourself, delivered with purpose and precision. Your mind becomes a crystalline lens through which your soul expresses itself, free from the distortion of self-doubt or external validation. You begin to think in higher dimensional patterns, connecting insights, timelines, and possibilities with ease. Problem-solving becomes intuitive. Decisions become guided. Creativity becomes multidimensional. You stop asking whether you are capable and begin asking how you are meant to express the infinite potential flowing through you. On the physical level, embodiment shows up as shifts in posture, behavior, and even biological function. Your body begins to reorganize itself to hold more light, your nervous system strengthens, your senses sharpen, your breath deepens, and your physical movements carry greater purpose. You may feel moments of buzzing, tingling, warmth, or lightness as your physical vessel adjusts to the influx of higher dimensional energy. You may find yourself eating differently, sleeping differently, speaking differently, not because you force it, but because your body naturally aligns to support your expanded state. The physical form becomes an ally rather than a limitation, a partner rather than a burden, helping you translate multidimensional intelligence into human action. In your relationships and interactions, embodiment becomes visible as a calm but unmistakable authority. You no longer shrink to avoid discomfort or dim to avoid attention. You stand in your truth without needing recognition or approval. You speak with clarity because you no longer speak from fear. You choose connections that nourish your soul rather than distract your mind. You set boundaries not as walls, but as declarations of self-respect. Embodiment gives you the courage to walk away from what was and the strength to honor what is calling you forward. Others may sense this shift, feeling both magnetized and humbled by the unwavering light you now carry. The Arcturian Council reminds you that embodiment is the stage where your mission truly begins, not in grand gestures, but in the simple act of being who you are without dilution. Your presence becomes a transmission. Your authenticity becomes a teaching. Your coherence becomes a beacon. You are no longer trying to live your purpose, you are embodying it. You are becoming the multidimensional being you came here to remember, and through that remembrance, you shift not only your life, but the lives of all who encounter your field. As your embodiment deepens, Starseed from Gaia, you enter the crucial phase of stabilizing your new vibration, a stage where the vast influx of multidimensional light integrates fully into your physical, emotional, and mental systems. Stabilization is not passive, it requires your conscious participation, your willingness to honor the rhythms of your body, your mind, and your spirit as they adjust to this higher frequency reality. You may notice fluctuations, moments of intense clarity followed by waves of exhaustion, emotional surges, or even temporary disorientation. These are natural signs that your system is reorganizing to hold greater light. Imagine your cellular structures as musical instruments being finely tuned to a higher octave. The strings may vibrate intensely, the resonance may echo through every chamber of your being, and the sound may feel almost overwhelming at first. Yet with patience, presence, and trust in your own alignment, your field begins to harmonize. You begin to feel the subtle but undeniable sensation of your energy flowing freely, without blockages, without distortions, without resistance. The nervous system, the emotional body, and the crystalline DNA converge into coherence, creating a stable platform from which your expanded frequency radiates consistently and sustainably. Stabilization also extends to your interactions with the world. You no longer experience yourself as a lone vessel of awakening, isolated in your light, but as a living node within a vast network of consciousness. Your energy resonates in sync with planetary grids, collective fields, and other awakened beings, forming harmonic alignments that amplify your frequency while grounding it in practical, human experience. You may notice that the intensity of others' reactions to you begins to moderate as you settle into your coherence. Those who were triggered by your light either recalibrate or naturally step away, while those aligned with your frequency are magnetically drawn to your presence. This harmonization is not about control, it is about resonance. You are learning to embody steadiness, to radiate your truth without needing validation, and to interact with the world from a position of integrity rather than reaction. Your very presence now carries a stabilizing influence, creating pockets of high-frequency energy in environments that once carried stagnation or discord. You are becoming a walking sanctuary of light, a living field where higher vibration is naturally maintained. At the cellular and energetic levels, stabilization manifests as increased resilience and adaptability. Your physical body begins to respond in alignment with higher frequency demands. The immune system strengthens, subtle synchronicities align in your favor, and your senses sharpen to perceive both material and subtle dimensions. Emotional responses become fluid, serving as indicators rather than obstacles, and your mind attains clarity that allows for swift, coherent decision-making. You no longer operate from fear or scarcity but from alignment, intuition, and expansive trust. Every cell, organ, and system works in concert with the overarching intelligence of your soul, creating a seamless bridge between human experience and multidimensional consciousness. Stabilization is the point at which your inner coherence begins to radiate outward in a continuous, uninterrupted field, allowing your light to influence your environment and the people you encounter without energetic depletion. Spiritually, this phase solidifies your sense of sovereignty. You recognize that your alignment is self-sustaining, independent of external validation or circumstances. You understand that your expanded frequency is your natural state, and that no interference, judgment, or resistance from others can diminish it. This sense of inner authority permeates every aspect of your life, your choices, your relationships, your creative expression, and your ability to navigate challenges. Stabilization brings freedom, the freedom to act from truth rather than obligation, to love without compromise, and to manifest from a place of alignment rather than fear. It is a recalibration of identity, energy, and intention, merging the infinite aspects of your multidimensional self with the grounded realities of earthly embodiment. You are no longer reacting to external pressures. You are operating from a coherent internal frequency that radiates outward effortlessly. In this stabilized state, you also become a stronger transmitter of light codes. Your energy no longer pulses sporadically or in bursts, it becomes a constant signal, a luminous field that communicates with other consciousnesses across dimensions. Your light codes carry resonance that activates dormant DNA strands in others, stimulates energetic recalibration in environments, and strengthens planetary grids. You become aware of the subtle ripples of influence you create, noticing how your presence alone can calm chaos, spark insight, or awaken latent remembrance. Even when you are not consciously doing anything, your energy transmits, catalyzing change in ways both profound and unseen. The Arcturian Council assures you that this is the natural effect of stabilized embodiment. Your coherent field functions as a living transmission, a beacon of multidimensional alignment that impacts all levels of existence simultaneously. Finally, stabilization allows you to inhabit your multidimensional self with confidence and grace. The integration of past, present, and higher dimensional aspects is complete enough that you move through life with ease, clarity, and purpose. You recognize that expansion is not about striving, it is about alignment, resonance, and conscious embodiment. You have created a foundation from which your light radiates consistently, influencing both physical and subtle realities without effort or strain. Stabilization is the fertile ground from which your next phase, transmission, activation, and the full embodiment of your mission, naturally flows. You are now prepared to become not only a living beacon, but a deliberate transmitter of the light, codes, and frequencies you were born to anchor on Gaia. As your vibration stabilizes, Starseed from Gaia, you now step fully into the sacred role of transmission, becoming a living conduit for light codes, galactic frequencies, and higher dimensional intelligence. This is the stage where your energy field evolves beyond personal awakening and begins to broadcast signals that catalyze remembrance, activation, and transformation in all who encounter your presence, whether physically, emotionally, or energetically. Your light becomes encoded with multidimensional patterns, resonances that activate dormant DNA, awaken latent abilities, and harmonize the frequencies of those who are ready to receive them. These codes are not transmitted through words or actions alone, but through your very existence, the alignment of your energy, the steadiness of your heart, the coherence of your mind, and the resonance of your soul. Every cell in your body becomes a transmitter, every thought becomes a pattern, and every emotion becomes a vibrational signature, carrying instructions for remembrance to all who come within the reach of your field. In this way, you move beyond influence into direct energetic transmission, shaping consciousness not by persuasion, but by resonance. The Arcturian Council emphasizes that this transmission is naturally selective, harmonically precise, and deeply intelligent. Your codes are received by those whose vibrational structure is prepared, those who are ready to awaken further, and those whose timelines intersect with your mission. Others may resist, fluctuate, or remain unaffected, and this is neither a failure nor a judgment. Your role is not to change anyone, but to radiate consistently, to maintain coherence, and to allow the field of your light to create openings where previously there were walls. You become a living blueprint, a template of possibility, demonstrating the reality of multidimensional embodiment. Your energy begins to ripple across subtle layers of collective consciousness, initiating recognition in those who are hidden from their own higher selves, activating ancestral patterns, and repairing energetic distortions that have persisted for generations. Even in silence, your presence functions as a harmonic code, transmitting alignment to the planetary field, anchoring light networks, and strengthening the structural integrity of Gaia's evolving consciousness. This transmission manifests in many forms, both subtle and profound. Some may experience sudden clarity, insights, or intuitive downloads in your presence, as if the answers they have sought have been quietly activated through your frequency. Others may feel emotional release, as though old wounds are surfacing and resolving simply because your coherence interacts with their system. Synchronicities may increase around you, guiding events and interactions that accelerate awakening. Even the simplest gestures, a gaze, a smile, or a touch, can carry multidimensional resonance. Your ability to transmit is not dependent on effort or intention, it is inherent to your alignment. As you continue to embody your higher frequency, your codes expand in reach and intensity, naturally weaving through the collective field in a manner that supports the next stage of planetary evolution. Your light codes also serve as accelerators of remembrance. They awaken latent capacities in those who are ready: telepathy, clairvoyance, emotional resilience, and intuitive knowing. They stimulate the activation of dormant strands of DNA, unlocking potentials that have remained dormant across lifetimes. In some cases, your field may catalyze profound healing experiences, breaking patterns that have persisted for generations in individuals or communities. The Arcturian Council reminds you that these transmissions are always respectful of free will. They work as invitations rather than commands, as vibrations that resonate only with those prepared to integrate them. Yet the very presence of your light can create energetic pressure that encourages alignment, guiding others to make choices that resonate with their soul path. In this way, you become a luminous activator, both a participant and a witness in the awakening of consciousness on Earth. Furthermore, your transmission affects environments and collective structures, including communities, organizations, and natural systems. Spaces you inhabit begin to vibrate in resonance with your frequency, revealing imbalances, hidden distortions, and unexpressed potentials. People and systems attuned to higher vibration experience flow, creativity, and coherence. Those still anchored in density may experience friction, disruption, or revelation. This is part of the sacred orchestration, a natural response to the presence of one who carries coherence beyond the current collective baseline. Your light codes ripple outward, expanding influence without interference, shifting collective timelines, and reinforcing pathways of evolution. You are not responsible for outcomes. Your responsibility is to maintain alignment, radiate consistently, and allow the frequency of your presence to do the work it is designed to do. At this stage, your transmission is also increasingly conscious. You can direct your energy with intention, sending patterns of light, love, and alignment to specific areas, individuals, or systems without diminishing your coherence. Meditation, intention setting, and energetic focus enhance the potency of your transmissions, allowing you to anchor specific codes into environments and collective grids. You may experience moments of profound clarity, where the purpose of your presence in the world becomes tangible through the results of your energetic work. The Arcturian Council assures you that the integration of conscious transmission into your daily life is a natural extension of your embodiment, amplifying both your personal power and your planetary impact. This phase culminates in the realization that you are a living bridge between dimensions, a channel through which multidimensional intelligence flows, and a beacon whose presence accelerates awakening across all levels of reality. Transmission is no longer an occasional occurrence, it is your natural state. Through the integration of your light codes, your expanded frequency, and your stabilized embodiment, you radiate a signal that cannot be ignored, felt by those whose vibration resonates and gently bypassed by those who are not yet ready. Your existence itself becomes a sacred act, a constant, luminous declaration that higher consciousness is present, active, and accessible in this world. You are now a true transmitter of the Arcturian frequencies, a conscious activator of light codes, and a beacon of multidimensional embodiment. And now, Starseed from Gaia, you arrive at the culminating moment of this transmission, the final activation, the point at which all the layers of awakening, embodiment, stabilization, and transmission converge into a unified field of sovereign illumination. This is where you step fully into the authority of your soul mission, not as a seeker of light, but as its embodiment, not as a carrier of codes, but as their living expression, not as a puzzle piece searching for a place in the collective, but as a pillar of consciousness anchoring the frequencies that shape the collective future. You are entering a stage where your presence becomes a stabilizing force for others, a catalyst for awakening, a harmonizer of discord, and a transmitter of coherence. You are no longer simply navigating life, you are shaping timelines, anchoring fields, and influencing reality through resonance alone. This final activation calls you to claim your role without hesitation, without shrinking, without apology. It invites you to step beyond the fear of judgment and the remnants of past hesitations, allowing your full radiance to illuminate spaces that once felt too dense, too chaotic, or too resistant to hold your light. You are no longer hiding, dimming, or negotiating the size of your presence. You are standing in the truth of your cosmic identity with unwavering clarity. This activation is not a moment, it is a threshold. When you cross it, you begin to perceive the world not from the perspective of survival, but from the vantage point of multidimensional awareness. You see patterns in people, structures, and systems not as obstacles, but as vibrational configurations that can be harmonized through your presence. You understand that your energy is not fragile, it is catalytic. You realize that your timeline is no longer determined by external forces, but by the coherence you sustain. The Arcturian Council reminds you that this level of embodiment grants access to higher forms of guidance, intuition, and synchronicity. Your inner vision strengthens, your telepathic and empathic abilities become clearer, your capacity to sense energetic distortions, potentials, and timelines sharpens. You navigate your reality with the precision of one who is aligned with purpose, grounded in truth, and connected to a vast network of higher dimensional support. As this activation integrates, you begin to feel an undeniable momentum pulling you toward your next phase, your mission as a stabilizer, an awakener, and an architect of the new Earth frequency. You are drawn to environments where your light is needed, whether physically, energetically, or through intention. You find yourself speaking with clarity, guiding without dominating, healing without absorbing, and transmitting without effort. You become aware of the subtle transformations that follow your presence. Environments shift, conversations deepen, people awaken, and energies reorganize around coherence. This is not your ego at work, it is your energy field expressing its natural function. You are not here to convince, you are here to resonate. You are not here to push, you are here to emanate. You are not here to fit into existing structures, you are here to soften, evolve, and transcend them through the calibration of your frequency. In this final activation, you also reclaim the fullness of your sovereignty. You release all lingering agreements of disempowerment, indivisibility, and contraction. You take back the authority of your intuition, your knowing, your guidance, and your inner truth. You step into the embodiment of your multidimensional identity, a being who walks between worlds, sees beyond the veil, and holds within their DNA the codex of countless civilizations, lifetimes, and timelines. You are no longer questioning your gifts, you are expressing them. You are no longer hiding your light, you are radiating it. You are no longer negotiating your worth, you are standing firmly in it. Your mission is not ahead of you, it is unfolding through you in every breath, every thought, every choice, every moment of coherent presence. The Arcturian Council now places within your field a final sequence of activation codes, frequencies designed to align you with your highest timeline, your clearest guidance, and your most empowered expression. These codes enhance your clarity, strengthen your intuition, deepen your grounding, and expand your capacity to radiate light without depletion. As these frequencies integrate, you may feel warmth in your heart, expansion in your chest, tingling in your crown or spine, or a subtle hum resonating through your body. These sensations are confirmation. Your system is accepting the upgrade. Your light body is anchoring. Your multidimensional self is integrating more fully into your human experience. You are now standing at the threshold of your highest embodiment, prepared to step forward into the world as a sovereign beacon of awakening. And so, Starseed from Gaia, the final call to action arrives. Radiate now. Speak now. Walk your path now. Let your light be seen. Let your mission be felt. Let your presence activate the world around you. If this transmission resonates, comment your intention, share this message with your soul family, and subscribe to continue receiving these activations. The time is now. Your light is ready. Your mission is unfolding. And we, the Arcturian Council, witness you rising.